before we go head on all the way into that, I think that we would be remiss if we don't kind of address something that is happening right now. I think in particular, our American church, even more so our Toledo Diocese Church, and then even more so the church in Findlay, Ohio, and then you in a direct way because you were friends with him. We're all going through something right now that's really challenging and confusing. And it's if you want to just kind of touch a little bit on what's going on.
Sure. Yeah, one of our diocesan priests, Father Mike Zacharias, was recently arrested on all sorts of awful charges, and and it just kind of, it's a resurgence of this evil of sexual abuse and different things, especially by the members of clergy, which it's awful because people look to us even this day, even after all the scandalous stuff has been revealed, they still continue, and I'm amazed at this, look to us with great trust and want our guidance and want us to be a part of their life. And so to have this happen again, locally, by a priest who again was well known and loved, and yes, innocent until proven guilty, but man, it's tough to think about that. And it's tough to think about priests wounding other people when we're supposed to be an alter Christus. We're supposed to be acting in persona Christi. And sometimes some of these priests have given, well, anything but a Christ-like image to people. And it's awful. And I we found this out. And I mean, it's like I wanted to throw up all day, to be very honest with you.
Yeah. Well, and he was a personal friend of yours.
Yes, absolutely. And again, had no idea of, these alleged demons and things. But then I think about all the people that are impacted by this. I think about victims of sexual abuse. I've been blessed, and I'll say blessed because I do believe that, to talk to a number of victims of clergy sexual abuse and to just get a sense of their story. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And again, so I think about how many people this impacts. I think about his newly ordained associate pastor. I think about the people at his parish. I think about his mom. I think about, again, the victims. I think about him. And it really messes with your mind and your heart. And it's also a reality that evil is present, and the Lord continues to, we need to rally around our Lord and his graces, because the devil is prowling about looking for his prey like a roaring lion. And unfortunately there's been clergy who have fallen to that. And so I think it's an opportunity to redouble our prayers. It's an opportunity for us to support one another. It's an opportunity for us to really fight for the good, and to know, though, that despite these things that even members of the hierarchy and the clergy have done, our church still is needed in order to bring people closer to Christ. And it should never just rest on Father.
It can't.
I mean, we're human, and so we're not God, and none of the members of the hierarchy are God.